Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I know that a lot of things is happening, and today I wanted to bring some big news. And I was like, "Come on, Efrain, you have a small channel. Just keep to what are you doing. Keep it simple. Do not go crazy on it. People gonna get lost." But you know what? I'm gonna talk about taxes today, like we promised yesterday. We're gonna be taking these days to talk about the platform that each candidate had promised, and there's already millions of votes already without sometimes knowing these things. Hopefully you haven't voted yet, and maybe this help you out to think which person you're gonna vote for being the next president of the United States. And if you, because of these videos, make your mind, write it down, and it's going for the books. So taxes, what did Trump says about taxes? He signed up the tax cut legislation, so he has a record already. So Biden said greatly increase capital gain tax to same rate as income tax. Whoa, whoa. For those that know a lot about taxes, and gain taxes is like, for example, you sold your house and you make, $100,000-$200,000, and the tax gain tax is 30%. So guess what? Out of those $200,000 that you make for yourself to do whatever you want, you gotta send $60,000 to the government in Biden's world. I mean, if he becomes the president. Are you ready for that? Okay, next one. Trump says cut capital gains tax up to 15%. You see the difference here? We're talking about the half of what the other one is gonna be. Pretty much very close to half of it. So if you sell your house and you make $200,000, guess what? You only gotta send to the government 30,000, 15%, 15% of the gain. And that goes when somebody die and inheritance and all those things. Also the government wanted to put their hands in there, even though they didn't do anything for it. But that's the way it goes. And Joe Biden increased taxes by 4 trillion over 10 years. Whoa. I don't know. Are you 80 years old? Because if you're planning to be here by the age of 90, so you're gonna be in the mid of this, right in the middle of it. But who's gonna this changes or increased taxes is gonna really affect? Probably they're gonna be dead by that time, and whoever comes after them, they're gonna be the one paying this tax bill. And it says including raising taxes on people making over $400,000 a year. Guess what? You're making more than $400,000 a year, it's a class welfare. So you making too much. We gotta take some of that money to give it to the poor. And that's the way that it looks like for all of us. Trump, it says he will increase the state tax basic exemption amount from 5 million up to 10 million. Whoa, this is good for having that increase, that exemptions up to 10 millions. And the last one but not the least, he proposing a tax cut, payroll tax cut. So also is going to help. I know that on the other side say, oh, but we use that money to pay social security, so now you are taking the money of the social security. So there's always a debate. I just bring into you what it really their agenda on taxes. One more thing, and this is an exclusive here in the Efrain Rodriguez Ortiz channel. We have a big news, but it's not the big news about the New York Post, and I'm gonna bring up here and I'm gonna read it really quick. It's not about the New York Post saying emails reveal how Hunter Biden tried to cash big in behalf of family with Chinese firm. Whoa, what is that? That's a big boo boo because your father is running for the president of the United States, and this is a major blowout. But even this is the big news, and it sounds like it smells like corruption. And who am I to judge somebody? I don't know what really happened. And they had this smoking gun, and they had this, they had the email, they had the whole thing, shebang with the bringing the laptop to fix and never pick them up, and the guy says it's gonna be mine now, and find all this stuff in there. Credible or not, we don't know. Listen, so many things happen in life that it's kind of hard to trust and put your faith in people. Even Jesus told us that, and he taught us very well. Only put the trust on God, people, and their life. So let's say that I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt, and even it's a New York Post and all this big thing. But you know what is the real news that is really going on is that they tweet this on Twitter, and guess what? Twitter took it down. What? They took it down? Yes, my friend, they took it down. Who else did it? Oh, Facebook. What? That is the big news. Why? Because these big companies, they are making millions, billions of money in advertising and whole many different things. I have a kind of like a small channel on Facebook, and they're always telling me, are you gonna boost that video? And I said, no. I mean, whoever wants to see the video will see it. What I want to boost a video? They are always doing business in these platforms, and even Twitter. I don't know how Twitter works. Not too familiar to Twitter. I have an account and I only have 0 followers, so I don't know how that works. So, but seeing that they remove this for people not to see, because you know what, we don't deserve to see all these things. But Efrain Rodriguez Ortiz here on this channel is sending it over to you. And the only way that other people can find out about that, and what I just talked about, the taxes, and what other things that I'm gonna be saying, and what other stuff that I already spoke before, is from you sending to another person, and to another person, and to another person. Here, we're just trying to maintain you informed. What decision you make, that it's your decision, not us and our decision. Right now, we had this lovely bird next to me. I saw that, and on the gospel today, the Lord was talking about the birds, and this huge bird next to me is beautiful. So, let's keep track. I will see you tomorrow on day 18. I know I'm sending this a little late. It's kind of like going into the day 18 in a couple hours. But listen, I work 12 hours, travel, and I don't have so much time. Even people asking me, how you do it? Where time you get it? And the energy, and I'll say, I don't know, somewhere from somewhere above me comes. So thank you again from sharing this and being interesting on following the channel of Efrain Rodriguez Ortiz. And like I always say to you, from Yonkers, New York, may the peace of the Lord be with you always, and the Virgin Mary help you to get to heaven. Amen.